Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh my god, we're finally back. Hey, everybody. Hello. And yes, hello. I am alive. I am alive. Vacation was good. Vacation was good. Did a little bit of glamping. Normally I'm a tent camper, but this time we went in an RV. We were by a beach, and so with two kids, and so didn't want to do showers in the or at least we wanted our own shower, I guess I'll say. But it was still camping. It was still good. Um, but nice and restful. And now this is the second day back from vacation. I feel like I'm still trying to get my life back together. John, hello, hello. We colonize Africa. We will try. We will try. First, we got to get the rest of Romania, and then we'll look at that. Maximilian, hey, hello, welcome. It is time. I have no idea what glamping is. It's like when you say you're going camping, but it's just like over the top comfort, which I think an RV generally is. I'm generally a tent camper, but so I find being in an RV like overly too much comfort. But I did it this time. Jacob, hey, hello, hello. Yeah, welcome back too. We're back. Oh yeah, hello, oh yeah, woohoo, he returns. Glad to hear you enjoyed it. Yeah, very much enjoyed it. Very good indeed. Oh, Stefan, hello. Minus 53k, millions in debt. Yeah. So Romania needs more cheese stat. Yeah, I got some plans for what we're gonna do about this. I was earlier today, I was like, I gotta look at the save because it's been a while. I don't remember what was going on, and I loaded it up, and I was like, hmm. So we got some plans. Hey, Emperor Renard, hello, welcome, friend, welcome. Frostpunk 2 console soon. I know we got like less than a month. I'm looking at the date here, yeah, because September 18th, so we got less than a month. And it'll be here. And then we can start thinking about DLC, because that's what's supposed to come next. Alex, hello. Hello from Sweden, home of Vicky 3. Absolutely it is. We are happy you play our game. Oh, awesome. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for joining in. Glad to see you. I absolutely love your game. It is the best. It is the best export from Sweden. No offense to the furniture company. And I mean that seriously. If I had to take one, I would take this. Yeah, 1.10, Jacob. Yeah, 1.10 does look very exciting. Some of the dev diaries coming out. This whole, like, nationalism update. And then the last thing they showed us with all of the narrative content. I'm really pumped for it. I'm really pumped. Let's see. By the way, have you heard of the game Frostliner on Steam? Please have a look now. You'll find it quite familiar. Oh, interesting. Frostliner. I'm going to make a note of that and check it out in a moment. It sounds very close to home there, huh? Did you take a look at my tips? Did you spot anything interesting? Let's see. I looked at that. What do I remember? My brain is so fried this morning. You ever have one of those mornings where you didn't sleep well, so you wake up feeling like you're hungover, even though you didn't drink at all the day before? Like, what a waste. So, yeah, my brain is still trying to kick in here. But yeah, on the Discord, anyone who's not familiar, Maximilian got the achievement we're looking for, posted some tips for it, which is very, very much appreciated. You should go check that out on the Discord. Actually, speaking of which, I don't know if my cloud bot is working, so I'm just going to post the Discord now. Join the Discord. Yay. Why did you conquer Bulgaria state despite it not being a Romanian homeland? Oh, because we could. I forget exactly what happened there. I'll have to go back and look at the replay. But there was something about it that I was like, oh yeah, I think it was in our independence war. I think there was something about we had enough Diplo points to take that from the Ottomans, but not enough for anything else. So I think that's why we ended up taking it. And we just really need more land and people. Okay. So what are we doing here? What are we doing? Okay, so the last things in terms of the achievement we got to do is we got to get Bessarabia from Russia. And then we've got a couple states to take off. Not that one. Yeah, there we go. To take off of Austria. Problem we have right now is that Austria has a defensive pact with Russia and an alliance with Prussia. Like, what the hell is going on here? Now, we have the option, or not the option actually, there's the possibility of joining the French power bloc. All of you have heard me ranting about this during this run. The problem is, unfortunately, the French are not, like, the most powerful, but they have a military power bloc. And so, if we get into their power bloc, they have aggressive coordination, which means we can call them in as an ally. So we can get France on our side. But again, in terms of their military strength right now, I mean, if it was just Austria, we could do that. But if we are going at it, we're going to be facing Austria, Russia, and Prussia at the same time. Yeah, we need to hold the boss for us straight. Yeah, well, we need to hold a lot of things right now, to be honest. So we've got that possibility. So first things first, what we're going to take care of is this budget deficit here. Now we have two companies. We've got the steel company that's giving us iron and steel, and we've got the arms industry. Hey, we got the Twitch bot right off the bat. It's an official party now. Goodbye, Twitch bot. Let's see. Jay, hello. Only just jumped on. Hello. Have you gone multiculturalism? We have not gone multiculturalism yet. Let me remind myself why we didn't. Oh, you know what? I think, yeah, we tried to, and we failed. So we're waiting another 24 months. And in the meantime, we're going to try to work on things. We've stayed on national supremacy in order to keep... one of these guys upset about it. To the mine he goes. Go to the mines. Well, he failed, but this guy here did not. You'll never hear the end of this. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Oh man, I forgot. Man, I failed something very badly. Man, Maximilian. Yep. I had that coup d'etat. I forgot about that coup d'etat. I cannot tell you. I thought about that coup d'etat for days after that. So we had a enlightened royalist as our monarch, who was helping us get multiculturalism. There was a coup d'etat that popped up for presidential republic. I thought I could get multiculturalism through before the coup d'etat ended. I don't know what I was thinking. And unfortunately, the coup d'etat succeeded, despite it reached a point of no return. And so they ousted the enlightened royalist, and of course, then multiculturalism failed. It was so bad. It was so bad. By the way, Austria has a defensive pact with Russia and Prussia for a few years. Yeah, I know. Yep. Okay. So because of our companies... See child labor allowed. Very nice. Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, send them to the mines. Yeah. Child labor is still allowed. Okay, so... we have got an abundance of iron and steel. So we're going to try to sell these, along with some guns. If we look at our trade center... so the main importer of steel is the United States. If we look at iron, well, let's look at guns. Belgium and Qing are major importers for guns. And then for iron, yeah, Belgium. Let's see, what is egregious is that he didn't even try to slow down the coup d'etat. He was picking the speeding up. I picked a speeding up option because I thought, oh, I could do this and then I'll slow it down right after this. That one decision proved to be the fatal one. I forget what it was. There was one decision where I added to it, and I absolutely should not have. Oh, it hurt. So for Viva la Republic, we go back to monarchy. I don't know. We'll see. You never know. But it's not on the... Unfortunately, it's not on the priority list right now. Well, their little fingers can get into the cracks better. Oh, man. Okay. The bot is already doing the thing about caps, huh? Oh, yeah. Had this game since release, only just managed to finish the Sweden tutorial, and now I'm hooked. Yeah, Sweden is such a fun one to play. Sweden is a great one. I am going to do a starting steps video series for Sweden at some point. Okay, so focusing in here, let's first sell some stuff to Great Qing. We have good relations, I believe. Decent relations. Yeah, the Streamlabs bots got you on that one. I just looked at that too right before we started. I'll have to increase the amount of caps you can put in there. All right, so we want to do a goods transfer for guns. So we have 117. Let's give them 115. Now, what about iron? So, I want to get I'm looking to get the highest approval here. So we'll sell that to you, because I would really love to get trade privileges. Yeah, I want to get some trade privileges with Qing. So we're going to sell guns and iron to Qing and get trade privileges with them. And we're going to do this for like 15 years. We going back to the save. You had the Enlightened Monarch. No, we're not going to save scum it. Actually, I don't even have a previous save on that at this point, because all of the auto saves are gone. So we are on this now. A robot must obey the orders given it by human beings, except where such orders would conflict with the first law. Someone needs to teach the Streamlabs bot that, huh? It's going rogue. All right, oops. Don't unpause yet. And now here, I would love to get trade privileges with the United States, but I would also really love to sell them steel. It says plus 336. Was that really what it was at? Oh, okay. So we're going to sell, like, what would give us the highest? Okay, so it just goes down from there. Oops, not that much. Let's do 300. Anything else we could sell them? Furniture? Now, any way we could get trade privileges with you? What if I gave it to you? There we go. And so we could sell this. This is going to give us quite a bit of money. Now, unfortunately, all these guys haven't researched multilateral alliances, because we could really use an alliance. But this will keep our relations up with them. All right, so we'll see how these two deals, what these two deals do for us in terms of budget. Let's see what we're building. Building a bunch of rando stuff right now. I guess I'll let that finish. All right, and what is our... We could raise taxes for a period of time. I think we will do that, unfortunately. If we lose 5% authority, yeah, we'd go in the negative here, which I don't really want to do at the moment. All right, that's good for now. Will you please go monarchy, please? Well, we'll see. I mean, there's a lot of things we gotta do first, unfortunately. So we'll see if that before the end of the run. If I can get an enlightened royalist in there, and I absolutely will. A man employed by a powerful member of the Romanian Russian Society is delivering lectures and pamphlets addressed to targeted constituencies in Bucharest. What is our legitimacy? Ooh, we could use a little bit of it. Yeah, we'll do that. The landowner IG is very strong in chat today. Yeah, right. We got some nice land ownership going. Nobody cares about going negative. I told you to raise wages so you get +2 with the petite bourgeoisie to avoid the coup in the first place. At this point, we're going medium, if not low wages. Yeah. Well, so here's the thing you got to keep in mind though, is like normally I want to stay on low taxes here, but we need a bit of a budget surplus. What? If we're gonna go to war, the war is going to be very costly, and I don't want to hit default in the midst of the war. So it would be nice to have a little bit of a cushion before we go into there. If we didn't have to go to war, right now this wouldn't bother me so much. It's the war, though, that's going to be... Because it's going to take a long time and it's going to be expensive. A violent protest suspected to be arranged by the Orthodox Church in Moldavia has broken out, demanding an end to Alexandru Ionescu's absolute rule and the restoration of the democracy. So, ooh, okay. Another holdout of a dead government to sweep aside. Yeah, I don't like the fact that the church is hurting our education access here. We'll get more radicals in Moldavia. And state penalties from turmoil. I might take this, actually. Yeah, let them eat cake. Yeah, there you go. always a good thing to do, right? You didn't read it properly. Nobody cares about going negative on... Oh, authority. Oh, sorry. It's really insignificant if it's -10, -20. What I was saying is that I advise you to go high wages. Oh, to get the +2 opinion. Ah, yeah, okay. I did read that wrong. Yeah, but the thing is, we're good on the opinion of the armed forces. If this were lower, I'd probably care a little bit more about that. The thing that hurts probably more for this is the prestige from army power projection. But I think we're kind of okay on that for now. In fact, I'd rather get the taxes lower. We're kind of level now with that. I think we'll go back down. Modifier is a desperate last-second attempt to avoid a coup. Then +2 opinion modifier and a desperate last-second attempt to avoid a coup. Yeah, okay. Well, I think we're good with this for right now. Let's see. Oh yeah, I've been watching the Snowpiercer show. Tomorrow I'll be starting the last season, which is in the 4th, and next month I'll get myself the full original comic to have more info as to what's from the book and what's from the show. And after all that, I'll watch the movie. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't end up ever watching the show, and I really do want to. It has some pretty cool people in it, like Sean Bean. But again, it's always like, who has the time to watch shows when you're streaming and making YouTube videos all day? It's actually kind of become the case. Hey, an oxygen consumer. Thank you for the follow. I love that screen name. Excellent screen name. Thanks for joining in. And thank you for the follow. The government wages. No, I get what you're saying. Oh. Are you saying lower the government wages? Oh, I see what you're saying now with the authority. Yeah, like I said, the brain is moving slow. Problem is, it looks like we would only save 1.4K. Whereas with this one, we saved about 4K. It's just not going to give us enough to bring it down. I suppose if we went all the way down here... yeah, they're both pretty happy. I think, though, we're okay with that. I think we will stay this for a little bit. I binge-watched the Snowpiercer during COVID time on a cold autumn in Athens. Did you feel immersed in the show on that one? You must have been. Hi, just discovered the channel and been binging the Morocco live on YouTube. Love your work. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate that so much. Thanks. Glad to have you in for one of the live streams then. I think we're about halfway through this one. What is this, episode 5? Usually end up being about 10 episodes. So, yeah, we're only at the midway point here. All right. So we've helped the budget out considerably. we've given these guys some prosperity. Now, in terms of producing steel, we're number 8 right now, so we can do more of that. And guns, oh, we're number 8 on that. Let's take a look at what's going on in the market here. Medium taxes is not high. Medium government, medium military is what I would do. No, it's not high, but the lower you can get your taxes, in the end, it actually benefits your economy because people have more money, they buy more goods, and then it makes the buildings more profitable. So even though you take a hit, in the long run, it's good. But I do want to get the debt down a little bit so that we can start getting a little bit into the positive before we go to war. Unfortunately, it's difficult to follow the lives from Europe due to time difference. Yeah, I know. That's why I don't want to lose my my morning streams now. I ended up, so I had to change my streaming days, as some of you noticed. Normally I was on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Now it's Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, because the school semester is starting and my classes are now on Mondays and Wednesdays. So at least for the next couple months, we'll be on Tuesdays and Thursdays instead of Mondays and Wednesdays. Yeah, that time difference is tough. Especially considering I feel like this is a game that is largely more popular in Europe than it is over here in the United States. Even though it is very popular here, I feel like it's more so in Europe. We could actually afford more construction sectors. Oh yeah, let me remind myself, what do we... Ah, steel frame buildings. Ooh, I just started selling a bunch of steel 9 months before we get steel frame buildings. Alright, so yeah, good. We're doing a bunch of military tech. I want to keep relations high with the US and Great Britain. So the US and Great Britain have an alliance together. So if I can, like, get in on that alliance, that would be nice. The radical government has drafted a new constitution that guarantees universal suffrage. Constant Florescu and his supporters are demanding that the constitution be immediately signed into law. Well, I don't mind that, actually. We'll lose 5. Yeah, with quite a few people. But I don't mind it. We can recover all of that stuff. You lecture 6 hours a week, like in Europe? Pretty much. There we go. The way my class schedule works out, I have 3 classes. 2 of them back to back on Mondays and Wednesdays, so... I mean, that's partly why I'm not doing the nighttime stream either on Mondays and Wednesdays, because by the end of the day on Monday and Wednesday, my brain's going to be fried. So, I was considering doing the morning session on Tuesday, Thursday, and keeping the night ones on Monday, Wednesday, but man, I don't think I'll have any brain cells left by the end of the night to do a stream. So it's all going to be Tuesday and Thursday. And Friday. There's no stream this Friday, just because, well, there might be. Originally, I had a schedule conflict for this Friday, but it might not happen now, so stay tuned. I might end up having a Friday stream. I'm not sure. Thursday will be perfect. It's my solo coverage day at work, and the stream will make it go faster. Nice! Awesome. I love it. I love to hear that. I like to know that the stream is, like, helping somebody pass the time. I feel like in the world of, like, streaming, that's, like, the best compliment you can get, you know? Like... You are helping me get through my workday. We all got to help each other get through the workday as we make others rich. If you are still there in half a decade's time, by the time I get my PhD, put a good word on the dean for me. I will. Hell yeah. I'll do that. Come on over to the good US of A and... and our wonderful higher education system. Notice my sarcasm. Oh, hey, Salman, hello. Thank you. Really enjoyed your tutorials. Got me back into the game. Man, I appreciate that so much. Thank you for the super chat. That is awesome. Thank you so much. Welcome in, welcome in. Glad you're here. And I'm glad the tutorials are helpful. I'm glad they got you back into the game. Anything that gets us another Victorian. Toma Ionescu, a prominent member of the National Liberal Party, has been accused of gross corruption. He strenuously denied all allegations until damning letters surfaced, signed by him. Oh, you know, I didn't look at who these parties are now. Okay, we kind of like the National Liberal Party here. Oh, yeah, our market. I'd rather... What's going on here? The Radical Party or the National Liberal Party. I actually don't mind either of them. But I don't want the National Liberal Party to lose that much momentum. Although I don't plan staying in the U.S. with the way things go there. Yeah, I don't blame you. I am very practical, and I like the color of green. A few years there could enrich both my bank account and my CV for future jobs. Do it. Do it. I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing with U.S. politics, which is also starting to become a little... I feel like a little bit of a detriment is that it feels like every 4 years, we're just our government is basically like a pendulum, right? Like it swings to the right and left, and it used to be very minor swings because the country was very much in the center, right? You had right of center people in, you had left of center people in, but now our right-wing party has moved so far to the right that when the pendulum swings, it either needs to swing so far to the left to balance it out, or it just swings a little bit to the center, and then we keep going further to the right. I don't know. But that's the thing. We used to just be kind of a pendulum like this, and it all kind of balanced out. And that, in very recent times now, it seems to not be the case. A minor scandal has buzzed around the National Liberal Party as a piece of reformist fiction written by Ulysses Popescu in his youth has begun to circulate once more. Whilst enthusiastically written, that is the work's only merit. Man, it is hard times for the National Liberal Party here, huh? I guess I should think about, too, I mean, having the trade unions and the petite bourgeoisie in government and keeping the armed forces happy to keep patriotic fervor up. The Radical Party isn't so bad, actually. It's just this conservative party I definitely don't want. If I could get both of these parties in government, actually, that would be ideal. So yeah, watching the show, I've seen why you told me that there's a lot of point in common with my DLC mod idea. Yeah, it definitely seems like it. At least from the few clips I've seen of the show. Though I never watched it, so I don't know. I'm not entirely versed on the show, but it kind of seems like a lot of it can tie into your mod idea for Frostpunk 2. Europe, Canada, Japan, Australia, biting the nails on how suburban Wisconsin is going to vote every 4 years. Nevertheless, go pack. Oh my god. You even know about the pack. Oh god. Yeah, I'm still voting radical. They gave us our voting rights, abolished the monarchy, and raised our standard of living. Excellent points. Excellent campaign trail points right there. In a gesture of solidarity with the National Liberal Party... Eugen Domansin has encouraged his supporters to vote for it. The ongoing election. Okay, now we can get some momentum. Actually, I'll take this, because we could use our intelligentsia to be a little bit more powerful. Are you planning on getting EU5 when it comes out? Apparently, they took a lot of ideas from Vic 3. I have it pre-ordered and ready to go. I do want to hit EU5 running and really dive into that. And yeah, I heard the same thing, that they've taken some stuff from Vicky 3, so I'm interested to see how that goes. But yeah, I fully plan on incorporating EU5 into the stream and the channel once it's out. I wasn't big in EU4, and at this point I'm like, I think I'll just wait for EU5 to come out before I learn it. Sorry, the pack won't do much this year. The Pope has blessed the Bears. This is actually very true, unfortunately. Well, and for me, none of it really matters because I'm a New York Giants fan, and uh, it's never going. It's not looking well for us. But then I kind of assumed that. Same. Yeah. Use the Turkish national movement to pass better acceptance laws as much as I would oppose such a movement. Oh, yeah. So let's take a look here. What is their deal? Yeah, see. Oh, yeah. They can help us. So they want multiculturalism. How much more time do we have to wait here? The Romanian supremacist movement. We could use a suppression on them. All right, let's get rid of these two things. Let's suppress oh, these guys. Huh. Oh, you. Oh. Well, you're not helping with that at all. Okay. Yeah, so let's suppress these guys. Hey, Jack. Hello. Welcome in, friend. Good to see you. The Jets suck. Yeah, they do. That's the only thing we have going for us, the Giants, is that at least we're better than the Jets. But that's not saying much. Supporters of National Liberal Party have gone beyond simply campaigning for their own party, harassing and sometimes physically attacking opposing partisans. Yeah, I think we can afford... Because at this point, the National Liberal Party are not going to win the election, and I'm fine with that. The Radical Party is good. Actually, we could afford this. We'll do that. I was thinking of something the other day that might make exclusive citizenship more powerful. No migration controls. It's weird, but might be strong for letting new conquered lands immigrate. Oh, okay, so... so exclusive citizenship. So you mean like staying on national supremacy? And then, yeah, no... I would like to go to no migration controls, to be honest. Looks like it's only the industrialists that like it, though. Yeah, the Romanian supremacist movement, man. You guys are killing me. But yeah, it might be strong for letting new conquered lands immigrate. It's a pretty good idea, actually. We also need to get off of... If we could get off of censorship, we might be able to get into that French power block. Keep it alive. Boost it? What, the... the supremacist movement? They're the ones hurting us getting multiculturalism. Oh, shoot. This is why I had road maintenance in Bulgaria. Roops. Rutrow. Multiculturalism plus no border controls becomes 63.4 million Belgium with only Flanders and Wallonia. Yeah, you'll really start to get a lot of migration then in on that. Dissidents in Bulgaria have announced plans for a major march around government offices in the near future. While they profess peaceful intentions and claim everyone will be unarmed, the march itself will obviously serve as a rallying point for those unhappy with the government. Well, let's take our chances. Oh well. So wait, how much more time do we have to wait here? A year. Yikes. Please, guys, I want to do what you want to do. Well, they don't actually hold much. So if this does go to a revolution, it's not so bad, but I would like to use this to help us. Oh, I see. Keep it, boost it. Yeah, yeah. Well, you can't boost them now because they're Oh wait. I thought you can't boost or suppress somebody once they're like this. I just want to test it out here. Oh, did that change? I swear to God, I feel like for a long time, you couldn't suppress or bolster once a movement became insurrectionist or secessionist. Maybe I'm just an idiot. That is always a possibility. Yeah, let's get more pops here, because it looks like they have like 0% support. The paper mills in Wallachia have seen an increase in workplace injuries due to increased mechanization and poor safety regulations. Well, I would like to get the industrialists out of this, and we're so close. So I'd rather not take that. I guess we're going to have to take mortality, though we're going to lose the workplace ratio. Oh, man. Yeah. Alright, we're just going to have to lose that. What is the Age of... Oh, when is the Age of Wonders 4 stream? Yeah. I have to play it first. I bought it literally like the day before I went on vacation. So I'm actually thinking next week I might add it into the stream so that I want to play it at least a little bit before I go stream it. But I have it, and it's ready to go. Problem is I also have a backlog of videos to make this week. So I think next week will be the Age of Wonders 4 stream. Yeah, multiculturalism is really strong if you can get it. It's just that I theory craft that in case 1.10 makes it even harder to get multiculturalism. That's an excellent point, yeah. This new nationalism update does kind of seem like it's going to be much harder to get something like that. So can we get them in as well? Whew, no, we can't. Alright. Yeah, so we'll keep the Radical Party in. I'm fine with that. Oh, this guy. Yeah, we gotta get this guy out of here. Hey, Arjun Hoffman. Hey, thank you for becoming a member on YouTube. I appreciate that. Welcome in, welcome in. Very awesome of you. Thank you so much. Okay. You can't because you lack the authority. My transatlantic friend, things false you say, young Padawan. Wait, which comment were you talking about before? The suppressing or bolstering them? It's decent. If you like Civ, then you'll get hooked on it for a while. Campaign isn't as good as Age of Wonders 3, but the Realm generation is really good. Yeah. Yeah, our friend Jack is very big into Age of Wonders 4. He's been trying to get me to stream it. So yeah, giving it a try. I love Civ. And so, yeah, a kind of fantasy civ seems right up my alley. Belligerent crowds have been getting increasingly provocative when confronted by troops in Dobruja. Hardliners in government are demanding tougher responses, while doves are calling for troops to stand down as the first hopeful step in de-escalation. Yeah, let's take this. I want to keep the Civil War progress down because I want to keep this movement going. We have to wait until we get to September of next year. Now, we need to take care of this. If we're going to be exporting stuff, which I want to. Oh, yeah, also... Okay, hold on. So, we're doing quite a bit in subsidies. The ports. I don't think we need to do that. These are all good? Yeah, okay. Like here... see, I think the thing we need to do... We're importing this. We need to tariff. Don't import these things. Let's build them ourselves. Yeah, see, we need more convoys. We need to fix that. We need to fix that. So what we need, though... I need you to hire up. How are we on clippers? So we got a little bit of a deficit there. Is that because of employment? It is not. Alright, let's do that. Okay, so now those are going to be pretty cheap for the ports. The ports should be a little more profitable now. Oof, yeah, look at that. Boy, did they jump up. Alright, so this should fix our convoys problem. Yeah, we got plenty of people here, too. Okay. Build your own tech tree with magical tomes is an exciting prospect. See, I don't even know what that means yet. But this week, I'm going to be... I'll find out. Hey, Jikamur, hello. I absolutely love your tutorials, and it was a great surprise seeing you play my favorite and in real life nation in the game. Awesome. I'm following this the streams with great interest. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for stopping in to say it. Welcome in. Welcome in. Good to have you. I appreciate that immensely. Thank you. Shouldn't your favorite nation be one other than your own, though? Otherwise, it's just an oxymoron. Well, hey, you never know. I mean, I'll be honest. In most games, in most map games, if I can, I play as the United States. It's really this one that I don't actually play as the U.S. all that much. I think there's always something fun about playing your home nation and trying to fix things about it in whatever way you define fixing your home nation. Okay, so... yeah, so we should have about 9 months to wait on this. Now, what more can we do here to fix this? Ooh, hello. Steel frame buildings. Although, ooh, and rubber mastication. Watch, though, we have no steel anymore, right? Alright. So we are going to switch to steel frame buildings. Oh, although... Before we do... Ooh, we're gonna need a lot of glass. A lot of glass. And a lot of explosives. I should have been building that. We have a little bit of explosives, although not enough. Well, we can try to switch it one at a time. 720 and 180. Yikesies. We don't have a lot of population in either of them. Yeah, see, if we could get more lead, unfortunately we don't have a lot of access to it. What's the demand on porcelain here? You know what we'll do? So we're going to build... Either way, we're going to need more glassworks. This one will build the ceramics, and then we'll switch the production methods here to just go back to glass production. I want to prioritize this glass stuff. I mean, we say favorite excluding our own country because most of the times our own country tends to be the favorite country. Yeah. Generally, right? I guess I would say, yeah, other than my home country, one of my favorite countries to play is Congo. If that's not abundantly clear for my channel. Congo and Kabul, I think I would say. Mass conscription is something we are absolutely looking to go to next. This will help us a great deal. Alright, we're almost done with this. Yeah, do we have any harvest conditions happening? Alright, luckily we didn't get much from that. Sardinia, Piedmont, and Argentina, also two great ones, yeah. Very fun. Argentina is always a fun time. And yeah, Sardinia, Piedmont. I haven't done a Sardinia, Piedmont run in a while. I gotta go back to it. Because that is a fun one. Especially if you're aiming to get fiat. Yeah, that's a fair point. My favorite nation would then be Sardinia, Piedmont. Yeah. That's gonna be a fun one to do in the new update with all the new Italian unification stuff. That might be my first Italian unification one I try to do in 1.10. Okay. So, once we get these glassworks together, we're gonna first was it here? No, yeah. We're going to do steel frame buildings in Moldavia. We could use more steel. What's the private sector building here? Yeah, they're building in other countries. You know, I need to get rid of this stuff. I want you guys to build that on your own. I want the private sector to be building that. As much as I love getting plus 25% trade advantage for exports, we do need to import quite a bit, and that negative 25% trade advantage on imports is kind of killing us. So protectionism or even free trade, just so we can get rid of the corn laws here. What are your goals with this campaign? So the main goal, is to get the Romania achievement. So we're aiming for that. So as a Romanian nation, form Romania and directly own all Romanian homeland states. So what we got to get next is Bessarabia from Russia, and then these various states along the border from Austria. And then after that, it's just kind of a be awesome run. Use the road maintenance building or something. That negative 75% modifier is killing me. I know. Unfortunately, we can't right now. I guess... Oh, we have it in Wallachia. You know, we could probably... Yeah, we can switch it over to Bulgaria, since it doesn't look like we're building as much in Wallachia yet. I think I've reached a conclusion about getting liberal reforms, strategic miniaturization. Control as little land as possible directly so that the intelligentsia can bully everyone. Huh. That actually sounds like a pretty good idea. Because, yeah, when you play as like one of those large nations, you have such a large population, everything kind of gets to a standstill. Oh, we have a hailstorm going? Oh, okay. We might try that. Actually, we also could... I haven't looked at what we could sell in a while here. Oh yeah, we should be selling. Good, the company took that. Let's put that up for sale. If you don't remove those railways from the queue, the private sector won't build them. Yeah. I was thinking about that. Because it looks like they are looking to build some, right? Yeah, these are left over from when we left the last save. Oh! I have an auto expand on these things, that's why. Actually, yeah, we don't need to have... I didn't realize we're spamming multiple ones in every state. Yeah. Oh! Alright, we are at the hour mark, so we're going to take a quick bathroom break. Get a little bit of water. And then we will be right back. So, be right back in a very quick moment. All right, and we're back. And we're back. Now, real quick here. This jumped up quite a bit. All right, so we'll be good on the next checkpoint. What's the actual date that we could do this? Oh, it doesn't tell us the exact one. So 12 weeks. Oh, hey. My chat bot worked there for the Discord link. Good to know. All right, how are the ports doing? We're not getting anything in the reserves here. A flood in Moldavia. Oh, wonderful. Oh, they're getting a hailstorm and a flood. Oh, nice. Okay, so their next checkpoint is October. So we'll be able to start enacting the law before then. What we could really use is a supply of lead. Who are we getting? Who are we getting it from? From France. They have more to give. We could use more. I wonder if we can... but this will not go through. What is their problem? They don't like us or something? Yeah, what the hell is with that? Okay, we'll figure that out in a moment. The armed forces suggest a more hardline foreign policy towards the Ottoman Empire due to our poor relations. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's go for it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, is that what it is? No, they still kind of do. But... yeah, they don't like the steel deal, huh? Companies are so broken, dude. I have plus 3 million monthly budget with 3.5 billion in investment pool on guaranteed taxation. Just taxing the HQs. Playing past 1900 in this patch with companies is broken. Damn, not bad though. 3.5 billion in investment pool. Plus 3 million. I mean, that's not bad. Well done. Sounds like what's your how many construction points are you up to? Hey, hello there, Mahan. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. Good to have you. How is everything? Like, what am I supposed to do when it is impossible to spend the money? Just keep building more construction sectors, I guess. 20k building at the moment too, so I can't build more. Then what about investment rights? Oh yeah, funding lobbies abroad too, that's a good one. fund the lobbies to increase the relations with people, and then try to get investment rights on them. Also, if you can create a power block and you can get foreign investment 3, you automatically get foreign investment rights with anybody who's a lower rank. So maybe look at forming a trade league power block. The petite bourgeoisie, prominent supporters of the Radical Party, have proposed support for the Romanian American Fellowship to be a component of the official party platform. Yeah, let's do it. Whatever gets them... Oh! What am I doing? What am I doing? Alright. Not a great success chance, but not a massive stall. But this will at least stop the brewing secession. Funding lobbies does nothing, I think. I funded for years before it was zero change, for decades even. Oh, interesting. Or did you have high infamy? Because that kind of can negate that. Maybe just use all that money to invest in a larger military and start conquesting. If you don't pass multiculturalism soon, Bulgaria will secede. Yeah, we're gonna... They've cooled it now. Also, we might have to raise taxes and drop salaries. Ooh. Yeah, what happened with the big change there? Yeah, we're getting a lot of tax waste. Let's slow down for a second here. Thanks. Been binging your Vicky 3 tutorials and fell in love with the game. Oh, awesome! Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, that's great. I'm glad that they've been helpful, and that they've brought you into this evil game, this evil, addicting game. So, yeah, we are going to drop some wages, because we're just going to have to. Let's see. Also, is this the best use of that? Yeah, at the moment it is. You should raise salaries because the tea bourgeoisie is killing your legislation. You know, this is also what's hurting us here. It's manufacturing tax income. But also... Yeah, 33% tax waste is really also what's killing us. Well, you guys are doing well. What the hell happened to you guys? Alright, unfortunately we're going to have to subsidize that for now. I'll deal with it in a moment. Yeah, we have that going. You could get the Romanian homeland from Russia through a treaty. Now, we've tried that. They're not going to do it. Getting trading land is always a very difficult task, because nobody ever wants to give anything up. So we'd have to overcome this negative 577 just to get to a 0% chance. And the only thing they want from us are investment rights, and it's only going to do that. So we're not really going to be able to buy it from them. They don't want to give it to us. Just like any other Paradox heroin-induced games, I'm hooked. Yeah. Isn't that the truth? Straight heroin via video games. Oh, man. I don't think YouTube will be happy with that comment. Almost impossible to get because it's an integrated straight. Yeah, we gotta fix this bureaucracy here. And so it's mainly Wallachia. Yeah, the taxation capacity there. We need more. Let's take a look. So if we're trying to balance this out here, well, first off, okay, we need more paper. That's for sure. Pull out the calculator here. We have 8 levels. So at the current moment, a single level of government admin's costing us about 1,200. Now, if we fix the cost of paper, that'll fix that a little bit. Just from uncollected taxes, how much does a single one give us taxation capacity? 15. We need about, what, 92 taxation capacity. So here's what we're going to do. We'll start with 3. We'll do that sooner than the glass. We also need to fix paper. And we have workers here. We could build a paper mill here. But the more immediate solution too we get some type of import on it. See, if we just had some damn trade privileges with them. Where was our agreement? Oh, we never ended up getting that treaty here. What happened here? So, I wonder why they said no to this. Oh, well, paper's kind of pricey there. Actually, I don't know if we can do this now. Oops. Yeah, look at that. Alright, so we're not going to be selling them steel. I would like to get the trade privileges, though. What could we sell them instead? Alright, yeah, we're going to have to... Man. I don't know, would they take any of this? I don't think they care. Oh, this will get us a 95% chance. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this for like 25 years. Get trade privileges. You lose 18% taxes on Wallachia, in addition to 20 to 25% of the whole taxes due to the bureaucracy. Yeah. What I want to do right now, though, is secure some paper. Interesting they're exporting so much paper, considering they have a deficit of it. Could go Prussia. Well, damn, all the people exporting paper don't have any of it. Nobody in the world has some paper, huh? That might be something we might want to start looking at. Oh, Austria. All right, so how much paper do we need? So we need about 126 now. A single level of government admin is going to take 20. So honestly, I would like to get about 200 paper. They don't want to sell it to us? Of course not. Because they don't like us. Okay. Well, we might need to do this ourselves then. So let me see. A single paper mill will get us what? Oh, 100. Do we still have road maintenance going there? Yeah. So do the paper mills. Ah, come on, multiculturalism. Okay. We're also now going to look at the petite bourgeoisie here. Yeah, so they're reactionary. Yeah, none of that's going to work. When is the next election? Damn. This is going to be a tough one. Not impossible, but it's going to be tough. Yeah, damn Bulgaria, too, has so much turmoil. I got rid of, Alright, here's what we're going to do, because I need to put some violent suppression there. I hate to do this, but we need this. Yeah, legislative failures, we know. Alright, so that made things a little bit better there. Integrating Bulgaria should be the removal of negative 33% construction efficiency debuff. As for the Radical Party, keep them in power, raise the wages back to very high for government employees to get +2. Yeah, but they're still going to add to this stall chance. They're the ones adding the most to the stall because their party platform outright opposes multiculturalism. I mean, it would help if they weren't upset, but ultimately the petite bourgeoisie being powerful is what is going to be one of the major problems here. The other thing we can do... The use of filing cabinets in government administration has drastically increased the effectiveness of state bureaucracy. Erg. I always say take the tech, but 5 years of plus 5% will get us out of our deficit here. I always say take the tech. But I think this one time I'm going to take the bureaucracy. That should put you on -3, and if it goes to -2, that will take away their stall. No stall chance is based on happiness. If they are happy, they don't oppose. Ah, feminism. That's interesting. Them being unhappy adds to it. But they're always... Them being powerful and in government. And, where is it? Yeah. And outright opposing multiculturalism, they're always going to add to the stall chance. But it's true, if they weren't unhappy, that would help us a little bit here. So yeah, if we put government wages up, they'll still be at -3. You know, something else we could possibly do. I'm looking to see if we have any generals or naval commanders. Damn, we don't have anybody who's petite bourgeoisie. No, they literally do not oppose. How do you think I pass multiculturalism? Well, bumping up wages right now will get us to -3. They're adding 37.3. Alright, yeah, that did help a little bit. Still adding to it, though. Meanwhile, we are kind of plunging toward debt here. I really wish I did not have to subsidize these ports. We need to sell some of these merchant marines. Who is looking to import these? Belgium. Belgium and Sweden. Any chance, guys? Nope. Nope, they have plenty. Well, that's not helpful. It's time for high taxes. Well, I got a couple tricks up my sleeve here. Let's take a look. Ah, man. I think this will be best spent trying to suppress those guys. Let's take a look. I want to be able to create a treaty where we can sell some of these merchant marines to make the ports profitable. Denmark. Okay. Where Man. What about our buddies here? Oh, they will take some. So let's sell like 80 of them. And we... Ooh, yeah, and we will buy some of your coal. And maybe not. Oh, glass, actually. Yes. We could do that. You buy those, and we'll get some glass. And we'll do this for about 10 years, and then we'll take a look at it. Yeah, let's take a look at the interest. Yeah, we're paying 27K in interest. Yeah, we'll bump this up here for now. Alright, there we go. So now our merchant marines... Oh. Oh, yeah, no, we're tariff, yeah. And why don't we try to export them? Wait, what? No. Oh, fuck. My brain is not working today. Did I really just... No. No, I didn't. Oh, my God. Alright, hold on. We are actually going to backtrack on that. Oh, my God. Was it June 1st or May 1st? I am not back from vacation yet. What a thing to take a save scum on. Because I can't read treaties properly. Alright. Let's look at that again. Which means, though, I was looking at all the other ones improperly. So wait, let's go back. Yeah, Belgium needed these things. Goods transfer. Well, either way, yeah, we'll do it here. Or can we add it? Maybe, hold on. First, let's look at... Yeah, why don't we try to add it to this? Because we're already starting with a plus 55. So, I want you to buy, like... And then we will buy glass off of you. Oh yeah, but they don't want to do that. Hell yeah, though, we'll buy some lead. And this will help all our glass stuff. And we'll do this for like 15 years. Yeah, this will be good. Oh my god. Alright. Stop bolstering them. And start suppressing them. Alright, so... now, yes. So now the ports should be profitable. In theory. Oh, there we go. Okay. Tell me, though, they're still not making enough to get a cash reserve. So we're looking at their weekly revenue needs to be at least 15%. So they need to be paid their dividend here. Well, let's stop for a moment. The art of the deal, yeah. That's how you do it right there. Alright, so they should be okay for now. Yeah, we got legislative failures. Now, how much do we have in the investment pool? 53 million. Let's be selling some more buildings. Oh, yeah. Oh, that military shipyard sold. So let's take those off of privatization for now. Alright, so what can we sell next? Yeah, let's sell these food industries. So that should get us about 300k right there if they sell. And then furniture. Ooh, yeah, let's sell those. And then same thing here. So this stuff should start selling fairly soon. Alright, there we go. Alright, so eventually we'll probably see some movement on that, get us out of debt. Over your bureaucracy and check how much is tied down due to nationally owned buildings. Yeah, 75. So yeah, we'll get a benefit on that as well. Now we're still hurting on the convoys here, though. But they're still hiring. And paper, we still need some, yeah. So the budget's looking a little bit better, but we're still on high taxes, which I don't like. Oh, the I forgot, we're subsidizing the explosives factory. Do we need to be doing that? Not necessarily. I don't remember why we were subsidizing this. And then the railway. Which railway? You're hurting on convoys because of the many trade deals. Yeah, but we're also... once this fully hires, we might be able to make a dent on that. Part of why we're hurting on is because our ports have been able to stay hired. Okay. Oh, so we're subsidizing this one in Basarbi, but it looks like nobody's using it here. Yeah, they can't use it. But you can. Ah, we finally got a success. Okay. Alright, so... Can we get rid of this, though? Oh, look at that. We own some stuff at places. Okay. Wallachia and Bulgaria could... Ah, here we go. Alright, so we're in the green a little bit here. Oh, and now, I almost forgot, so we got ourselves a bunch of lead. So once we get these 2 glassworks in Bulgaria up and running, we'll let them do the ceramics. We'll switch the other ones off of ceramics and increase their output. And then switch over to steel frame buildings. Representing his constituents in the trade unions, Constantine Florescu has issued a formal petition to the Romanian government to do regulatory bodies. I don't really want to pass either of these things yet. It's going to cost us 90 bureaucracy. I don't know. It would probably help if you reduced the number of construction centers. It would, but that's kind of... I want to keep the construction sectors up and going as much as I can. We seem to be okay right now. Can we afford -5 legitimacy? Just barely. Alright. We'll go with regulatory bodies. General Sergiu Anastasiade. Oh my god. Anastasiade. His personal habits have been starting to get in the way of his role as a general. Is this guy good? Oh, he's an opium addict. Yeah, regulatory bodies between the 2 of them I think will be better. Ooh, actually, let's see. Hold on. Who do we have in the pipeline? We don't want to add a petite bourgeoisie. Yeah, let's just keep him for now. So, although Eugen Domosnian is still fighting for his cause, no one is following him anymore. Despondent, he started to publicly remark that he may give up his activism altogether. Ooh, I do want to go mass conscription next, though. Let's keep him around. Where'd the Romanian guy in the chat go? Oh, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I could have used some... I always need a good pronunciation guide whenever I play this game. I'm the worst. It's like, there's one of my tutorial videos, I forget which one, I mispronounced the word subsistence throughout the entire video. I can't believe I did that. So mispronunciation is going to be my calling card. All right, so we've got 2 here. So we got ceramics. All right, so now I'm going to switch this over to that. You're going to do crystal glass. You are going to do the same thing. Oh, I thought we had glassworks there too. Dobruja. Oh, it's in Dobruja. Ooh, damn. Alright, let's just have you do that. We're going to need more. Either way, we're now going to switch to steel frame buildings. The limited political resources of the armed forces have made the group's leadership question its membership in both the Romanian American Fellowship and the Romanian Russian Society. Why don't you guys leave the Romanian Russian Society? Oh, man. Okay. So, yeah, we're not quite ready for that. So you guys go back to that. Moldavia will be the one to do that for now. We're going to need a lot more. So we'll need... Oh my god, we need like 1,000 glass. And 1K steel. Problem is, we have a steel company. I need you guys to be building more steel. I suppose we could and just sell it. Oh, Anastasades is a very Greek surname, though. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I guess, you know, almost general area. How did you do the Principalities journal entry? It may be operator error, but I can never form a personal union to complete it. Yeah, let's see, what did I do? Oh, Laplace, hello, good evening. Good to see you. Good to see you. How are you doing, friend? Yeah, so the Principalities journal entry. What did we do in that? Well, so first off, you keep relations high with Moldavia. Basically, at the start here, you improve relations with Moldavia, you improve relations with Austria, and you improve relations with Russia. I believe the personal union one, you need to have good relations with any great power that has an interest in the area. That's one of the conditions. And Austria is pretty much the only great power that'll have an interest in the area. So if you start improving relations with them right at game start, by the time you get the journal entry, you'll have that part of it fulfilled. I forget what the other... I think the other condition was just keeping good relations with Moldavia. And then we were able to do it. I think the trick, though, is making sure your relations with Austria are good at game start, because they start to sour if you're not keeping good relations with them over time. Freer subject Moldavia have a positive relations with every great power that maintain an interest in the region. Greeks used to live in the coastal areas of Romania, and Romanians in the mountainous regions of Greece. For example, the Balkans used to be multicultural before the wars. You had them as a puppet. Oh, okay. Hey, we're in study for multiculturalism. We are living on the edge, my friends. We are living on the edge here. Yeah, I think if you already had them as the puppet, then I don't think you're able to do it then. Oh no, the place sick with the flu and a cough. That sucks. I'm sorry. Already have your medication. Well, that's good. Well, then, I'm glad you made it over. I'm glad you stopped in, because that sucks. My apologies. Still, you need to have positive relations with all great powers. Yeah, or just all great powers who have a strategic interest in the region. And usually that's only Austria, unless something happens during the run. All right. What we need ultimately here, we need an ally, because we're not going to be able to take on Prussia, Austria, and Russia at the same time. They're wary of us. They don't want to give us land. And the U.S. doesn't seem to get multilateral alliances. Oh, you can do it as a puppet. Oh, okay. Yeah, I forget what the conditions are. I have to look up the journal entry again. Oops. Where is it? Yeah, unite the principalities. So you need nationalism and not have an overlord with Romania as the primary culture. No, this is the Wikipedia entry here is not updated. Oh, that's the activation. Yeah, have positive relations with every great power that has an active interest in the Danubian region. Has formed a union with another Romanian country. Yeah, so pretty much you'll just need the relations with Austria, unless some other great power decides to join into the region. What did you say about it? I'm still giving them away. We need friends. So don't subjugate Moldavia. I'm not sure if it's bugged or not, but I had the relations checked off in the journal entry, just not the personal union. Yeah, maybe it's because, oh, here we go, nice, of the, you didn't have the relations with Austria, maybe. Both of us said you can either have them as a subject or be free, it doesn't matter. Your issue is not having positive relations with great powers. You could subjugate them. I mean, either way, the personal union is kind of a subjugation. I feel like the Romanians have steal the cough and flu from me after you open the stream. Oh, good. They're helping you get rid of the cough. That's always good. All right. Let's take a look at our ports again. Make sure everything is still okay. Bulgaria is hiring as slowly as they possibly can. All right, so let's build one more here. I don't want to be chasing government admin too much. Also, how's paper looking? Alright. So it looks like the paper mills are doing okay. Alright, so we're finally in a positive balance here. That's good. Yeah, we need to make a change here. So one thing that'll help us is if we get rid of censorship. Which is why it sucks we gotta do this next. And we're not exporting any of that stuff, huh? We are importing a lot. We have pretty good, look at this. Multiculturalism. Hanging by a thread and... Well, I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to jinx it. Oh yeah, look at that. We're exporting. I don't really want to be exporting all that stuff though. Yeah, because we need it for construction. You don't have to do regulations next. They'll just go angry. Who cares? You can make them happy. Passing other laws in our current IG leader is a radical, which means they will be happy. Yeah, I don't think I am going to go for it next. Just more annoying than anything else. I did acquire Moldavia as a subject from my independence war from the Ottomans, so maybe there's some sort of bug with it transferring them as a subject. I don't know. I don't know if there would be a bug, though, because we did it here a couple episodes ago. So that was about 2 weeks ago. So it works. There just was, I guess, some condition you didn't have. So wait, so you did have good, positive relations with Austria? Because they need to be at a certain number, the relations. Yes, Maximilian saved multiculturalism with his wage tip. Yeah. This is true. That did help us out quite a bit, actually. You know, I wish when they told us this, I could see what the agreement was. Like, I forget what our agreement with them was, since I have so many. Oh, we're selling 200 coal. Why did we do this deal? Because we could kind of use the coal. The steel, yeah, let's get out of this agreement. There's absolutely no bug for the... I acquired Moldavia as a subject myself, and the event did pop out since I approved with Austria. It's okay. I mean, yeah, sometimes when something doesn't work, I mean, something is always legitimately sometimes a bug in this game. You never know. But no, I don't think that is something that's bugged. So there must have been some type of activation condition that wasn't met. Sometimes things are kind of lost in tooltips. The agreement was the transfer of Lego from Denmark to Sweden. Oh, the transfer of Legos from Denmark to Romania. Is it logging, you mean? Is that what we were doing with them? Alright, so now we don't have an agreement going with Great Britain, but they do like us. Correct. with every great power in the game. There actually was a bug in the past with this. Oh, interesting. Okay. But you don't need good relations with every great power. Well, just Austria at the time. But you also need them at a certain level. Were you at, like, full relations with Austria? Oh, sorry. The other thing to keep in mind, though, is that did they become a subject of Russia? Because that does happen sometimes, too. If they had already become a subject of Russia's, then that would also prevent it. See, this is what's killing me. When are you guys going to get multilateral alliances? I need to create an alliance here. Though I will take trade privileges. But I don't want to take... Well, actually, oh no. So this should kind of help us. Now that that's gone... Alright. Oh, we're going to take a very quick break. We're at the 2-hour mark. So, bathroom break, water break, and we will be right back. Got to appease the ad gods. All right, and we're back. Something exciting that... What did I do with... Oh, there it is. That just showed up. The, very apropos for right now, the official Victoria 3 Lady Capitalist plushie just showed up. There she is. Say hello, friends. Hello, Lady Capitalist. I ordered this thing like months ago. I forgot that I did. And it finally just showed up now. So, there we go. I don't know if that will be her place, but that's where it'll go for right now. So we got our lady capitalist looking on. Now I just need to get the her guy friend. I did. I did buy one. I didn't buy the first one they had released. And then I was like, I should have done that. Why not? So this time I went for the lady capitalist. I'm nothing if not a sucker for merch. All right. So what were we looking at here? Not sure if they were protectorate or puppet, to be honest with you. But they were regular subject. Oh, yeah, the journal entry. Okay. Now we need... Okay, so they're building more steel. That's good, because we... Oh, they're building quite a few more steel. Good. We're going to need that. You're going to launch your own merch? Go for it. Do it. Maybe someday I'll create some ham cuts merch. Now we could use some more everything. What's our military goods looking like? We don't need more furniture. And we don't need more tools. We could use more textiles. Now, we can expand the military a little bit here. Oh, we should also be improving our power projection. Oh my god. Come on, people. Just give me my multiculturalism already. Alright. So 50, so 98. Yeah, so we could use more here. As much as it pains me to give more political power to the petite bourgeoisie, I kind of use that guy. Oh, actually no. Yeah, I think we'll go with this guy. So that'll give us how much now in the regular army? 101. So we can do 11 more. Alright, the cavalry... There we go. Yeah, so let's... Oh, actually... Can we sell more buildings? I want to move the taxes back down. Oh. Oh, this is why. Okay, we need to add some buildings to the queue here. I'm gonna add more military. Oh, wow. Yeah, we have a lot of people wrapped up in military right now. And then we'll add some here for Bulgaria. And now we need a lot of... We still need a lot more glass. Yeah, I hate to say it, but we can't do this production method. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So we'll build more. And then explosives. Yeah, we need more. So we'll build more of that. And we should have more steel coming. Okay. So I think once we get through this build queue, we might be able to move Wallachia to steel frame buildings. And then we're increasing the military. So increasing our military power too will help us get some allies maybe. Actually, what's two Sicilies looking like? Who are the largest powers here? Yeah, man, if we could get Great Qing. I mean, usually though their military kind of sucks though, but I don't really want to give you investment rights. Oh wait, what if we added this to one of the other... %52 chance here. Alright, so what if we just got rid of the trade privileges? And why don't we, like, buy something from you? Law debate failed. Jesus. Oh yeah, let's get some grain. I don't want my people wrapped up in that anyway. Yeah, we'll buy some grain off of you. Allying an unrecognized power with line infantry will surely help. I'll take anybody I can get right now. Kind of an understatement when your entire general and army is a cocaine addict. Yeah, that kind of seems to be our problem right now, huh? A lot of our generals are opium addicts. The moment an unrecognized power joins a diplomatic play against Austria, the entire world is going to jump them. Jump who? Jump Austria, right? Oh, actually, wait. No, I see what you're saying. People will want to enforce war goals on Qing. Yeah, that will entice people to join Austria's side. This is true. Although I do want to add that... I do want to add this to the deal. Maybe free some of my workers up from not having to do that. I'm harming myself on camera. Oh wait, you don't understand. Unrecognized powers get a malice, the plus or minus opinion of joining or opposing you in plays. Yeah. We're not allying Russia or Great Britain or Prussia. Well, yeah. So let's take a look at that. Because there's a problem there. We are going to add this for right now. So, allying Russia. First of all, we don't really want to ally Russia because we need to get this off of them. So we're going to need to go to war with them. The problem right now is that Austria has an alliance with Prussia and a defensive pact with Russia. Although let's see here. Yeah, they still have it, but it's no longer binding. So there's that. Now, I'm looking at Great Britain and the United States. The U.S. is the biggest military power right now, but the problem is I can't seem to get an alliance with them until they research multilateral alliances. So I'm not going to be able to do that because they are allied with each other. Pointing to rampant turmoil from radical activities in Bulgaria, the Conservative Party has campaigned on the platform of more policing. Damn. We are on a knife's edge on that one. And I'm running out of great powers here. I suppose Spain wouldn't be so bad to get. Yeah, France. So France is the one I've been trying to get. I wonder, can I get it? Yeah, multilateral alliances. That's why I've been trying to get into the French power block. Because the French right now have a military treaty and they have aggressive coordination. And so I can call them in, I can call any of these guys in as an ally in any diplomatic play. Who else is in this? Mexico, Baden. Yeah. So once we're done with multiculturalism, we're going to get rid of censorship because I feel like that's the main block right now in getting France enough leverage over us. Although if we got multiculturalism too, their primary culture would get more acceptance. So that would be very helpful to us. Yeah, France normally would love to beat down on Prussia and Austria. Although weirdly, in every run they're like one of the biggest powers, but their military is down to 7th in this one. I wonder what my relations are with the British Raj. Yeah, and we can't do this because they're subject. Oh man, two Sicilies just became a subject of Austria. Why, oh why, does Prussia have an alliance with Austria? I've rarely seen that in this game. That is such a strange thing to happen. I'm starting to get backed into a corner here because I need an ally to do this. Whilst campaigning for the National Liberal Party in the turmoil-racked Bulgaria, Udin Domitian has been attacked and brutally beaten by a group of unknown assailants. Oh, the intelligentsia left the National Liberal Party, huh? What party are they part of? Oh, they're going to join the Radical Party. How did I end up getting... Oh, because they were part of the... Oh. This is an interesting change of events. Okay. I know. Yeah, my RNG is getting worse and worse here. I can't believe it. We just lost multiculturalism in the voting phase. Unbelievable. Well, we're about to have an election. So I'll switch the IGs after the election so that I avoid the radicals. Damn. This is why I still think my best bet for an ally at the moment is getting into the French power bloc. Though I wish they would add some other principles. I don't really care about this. Although I suppose we'll get some more bureaucracy. Back from policing. Yeah. Alright. The Orthodox Church have formally censored Ulysses Popescu over an unconventional article in a Radical Party newspaper advocating for disruptive social policies. Yeah, let's do that. You can switch them for free during the election, yeah, for no radical cost. You're depriving the intelligentsia from the vote clout and debuffing the Radical Party. I can add them in, but I would also have to add the Orthodox Church in or take out the Conservative Party. And so you see I'll suffer radicals for taking the Conservative Party out of government. So I can't really do it at the moment. Because if I'm going to add the intelligentsia in, I have to add the Orthodox Church in since the Conservative Party's in government. By the way, I found a funny thread from a feminist group in X how people in America judge someone for from their right of voting. Wait, judge somebody... Do you mean like judge somebody for how they voted or for their right to vote? Like, the right of voting is supposed to be confidential to yourself. Oh, and government. It is kind of a thing in this country that you're not supposed to ask somebody who you voted for. That used to be the decorum in the country. That's not so much the case anymore. Nowadays, people straight up want to know, especially given our recent politics, who did you vote for? Because I need to know that. So yeah. Now people will will want to know. As long as you don't remove anyone from government, it will have to be a Conservative Party, radical government, low legitimate. Yeah, but I mean, so if we put the intelligentsia in, we have to put them in, and we're gonna have an illegitimate government, and gain 6K radicals per month, and the election is still about 2 months away, so there's really no point. We might as well just wait for the election. It's confidential for everyone. The government especially cannot know who you voted for. Well, I mean, I suppose the government knows. There's a record somewhere in the government who you voted for, but they don't publish it. The only thing that gets published in the United States is like how many people voted for which candidate in a region or neighborhood. So I could look up like this many people voted for this candidate in my neighborhood, but there's no names or anything. Who cares if you have an illegitimate government for 50 days? Well, because I'll end up getting 12,000 radicals for it. All to get what? to get them in government for 2 months. It's not going to do anything for me. The country's high standard of living has resulted in a widespread sense of contentment with the status quo, favoring Ilyushin de Rus Mirza and the sitting Conservative Party in the ongoing elections. Yeah, we'll take that. Oh, for the political spectrum and vote to whom leader they choose. Yeah, I mean, with how polarizing politics have become in the United States, I would say that's not just a feminist thing in the United States. That's everybody right now. Right, left, center, everybody judges you based on who you voted for because everything is so extreme. It will because the intelligentsia won't get the power from votes bonus on their clout. Are you sure about that? Because they get it based on the election results, not whether they're in government or not. Plus, right now... Yeah, I don't think that's how that mechanic works. They don't gain... they don't gain clout by being in the government at the time of the election. Yeah, but what's the point? It's putting them in government 2 months before the election won't do anything for us. Yeah, their political clout is largely, first of all, is largely based on wealth. But it's also based on... Oh, wait, okay, so I guess I see what you're saying. In the sense that they're not in a party right now. Yeah, so they won't get vote. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. They're not in a political party at the moment. If they're in the radical party when the election happens, yeah, they get the power from being in that party. That's true. That's true. What are we at? 33 days? Yeah, I see what you're saying there. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I didn't think of that. They're not in a party, technically. Alright, yeah, I suppose we have 33 days till the election. Well then, it's a good thing to just wait until right before the election to do it. Yeah. Well, same here. Since Vicky 3 launched, I've had very little social life. I know the game pretty well, too, I would say. But yeah, I guess that's true. They're not in a political party. They wouldn't get the votes. But also, why do it then 2 months before the election if you can do it right before the election and it's the same thing? So it's still good that we waited. Whilst carrying out work in support of the Radical Party in Dobruja, Vasile Ilescu has come across Ilescu Popescu representing the National Liberal Party. A fiery debate has broken out between them. Alright, yeah, we will do that. Yeah, right? Industrialists and peasants in the same party. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Oh wait, anyway, voting is strictly secret and confidential. The thing with the US is that people are literally shouting what they voted for. They use politics like football. Yeah, I agree with that. People do kind of look at politics and their parties as like, yeah, like their fanhood of a team, which I think is awful and part of the problem. Like my favorite soccer team. Ooh, hold on here. I'm going to like that team no matter what happens. My political party, there's reasons why I like them and reasons why I would not like them. And so people become fanatical and they want their party to win no matter what's happening. A deadly fire has killed many workers in Wallachia, due in part to dangerous working conditions and locked emergency exits. It has been revealed that Iluyan de Rus Mirza, prominent member of the armed forces, was the owner of a now scorched factory. We got okay. Yeah, we don't need this guy to get arrested. Romania has successfully maintained a republican form of government for many years now. There are few who still remember the old monarchy with any fondness. Well, I don't really care about their approval since they're marginalized, so we'll take this. 2025 GOP. Add the church too. Please don't say soccer. I will say soccer. Why do you hate the word soccer? You hate the word soccer because the British are telling you to hate the word soccer. Don't let the British tell you what to do. There's no reason for anybody in the world to hate the word soccer other than the British. And once again, the British are telling us what to do. Ah! Now we are talking. European when someone said soccer, not football moment. Don't get me on my rant about the word soccer. I will do it. For example, nobody here knows what my political views are. I don't shy away from telling you, but I don't have the urge to act like voting for X party is my entire personality trait. I will say this. It used to not be like that. I mean, you used to have people who were very politically inclined. I mean, I was one of them. But I can tell you, like, back in the early 2000s when the U.S. was invading Iraq, and I was, like, trying to get people like active to fight against that. It was like that. The idea back then was like, I don't want to talk about politics. You know, I'm not getting involved in because I don't want to get involved in politics. It's only in the last decade, with the polarizingness of this country, that it's become like that. I would, at least in my opinion. The British were the ones who came up with that term to distinguish between football and rugby. Yep, back then they were very close. We all call it football here and feel upset when they try to take it. From us, there's already a term for your football. It's called gridiron. Oh, that's funny, because that's like a slang term here. Yeah, but why do you hate the word soccer? See, the word soccer was not hated by anybody until, and especially in England, and I'm going by historians who've written about this, until the 1950s. And very suddenly, in the 1950s, the British suddenly hated the word soccer. So why would they? Why would they hate the word soccer so much? And it's because of the 1950 World Cup. The 1950 World Cup, England was supposed to be a favorite to win it. And in their opening game, they played the United States, who were a bunch of semi-pro players from St. Louis. And in one of the biggest upsets in World Cup history, we beat them 1-0. And then the English team got murdered by the British press and kind of fizzled out of that tournament. And it was after that that the word soccer became hated. So the hatred of the word soccer for the British is all because of them being sore that they lost to us about, 70 years ago? And that hatred has been exported to the rest of Europe. There's really no other reason for anybody else in Europe to hate the word soccer other than the British. I absolutely want to talk about politics. It's my favorite habit. What I'm trying to say is that I am not inserting it in every discussion. Some people in America are wearing it like a badge. Yeah, no, I agree with you. Absolutely. I'm saying it used to not be like that, like maybe 15, 20 years ago. But very recently, especially in the last decade, it's very much become like that. It used to be difficult to get people to care about politics. Now not so much. All right, so army power projection. Having alliances or defensive pacts with American rivals. Well, that's interesting. Every single country in the world uses a word that means football, even peculiar languages that don't conform. Usually, we never use soccer. We are not Anglophones. Well, then blame the British. In fact, in the United States, we called the game football at the beginning. Because the game didn't come here through the British. It came here by Italian immigrants, and they called it football. And this is and evidence of this is that the U.S. Soccer Association was founded in 1914 as the U.S. Football Federation. And then the British came over and said, no, you're calling it by the wrong name. It's called soccer. And you could tell we were a little wary of it because for 2 years they changed the name to the U.S. Soccer Football Association. And then eventually it became the U.S. Soccer Association. So we called the sport football until the British came over and said, no, it's not called football, it's called soccer. All right, so who do we have? Oh, the French. The French. They don't like the French. Can we get out of that deal? Not for another 8 years. Can we renegotiate it? Oh, I will take military assistance, though. No. Hold on. Well, there's a 57% chance of this. Also, we're selling them 35 engines a week. I really don't want to be doing that. All right, let's try this. We'll make it for 5 years. We'll get rid of that. We have a 57% chance of this passing. Yeah, they declined it. Funny you mention, if you translate my language, the word for football is kickball, as in sipak, as in kick with leg. Oh, that's interesting. Wait, what language is that? I forget. I don't know if you mentioned where you're from. You're correct in that assessment, yes. I hope we discuss this and other topics in another place sometime. Yeah, definitely. Although I will say I do use the word football for the sport. I kind of use the two interchangeably. Kind of depends on who I'm speaking to. Like if we were having a face-to-face discussion, I probably would have said the word football because in the end, it's a word. You use it to express a topic. So I kind of use them interchangeably. Oh, Indonesian. Okay. The Indonesian language. No, we are not Malaysia or Malay language. Noted. Very well noted. Yes. Now I will remember. So, goodbye, Conservative Party. I actually kind of like the makeup of this party here. The petite bourgeoisie, trade unions, and intelligentsia. Oh, now what? Yeah, they want multiculturalism. How much? Oh yeah, we need to be doing... Okay, so we need to wait another 21 months. So now, I don't know if I want... censorship is not going to be the next thing we go after. We're going to go after mass conscription. The Indonesian language... No, oh wait, I already read that one. See what I told you, now the intelligence is 13.3 clout. Over the clout and see the votes modifier. Yeah. No, I believed you before. I hadn't thought of the fact that they weren't in a political party. It was a good point. The youngster rarely identified as the cultural tribe. They rather know themselves as Indonesian. Oh, that's interesting. Get off state religion and pass public schools already. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, look at that. I forgot about the schools. No, we do need mass conscription first, though. I mean, honestly, we still have quite a lot of laws to get off of here. Let's see here. All right, we're good. We're doing good on our debt here. Oh, so let's go back to this French agreement. I don't want to give them investment rights. Is there something we can sell to them that they want? They want silk. Not enough of an improvement. But the languages are different, if I can recall. I've met 3 of your people, one from Sumatra, one from Java, and one from Bali. Alright, what if I... Yeah, here we go. What if I just... So if I owe them the obligation, we can get out of that defensive pact. Well, is there anything else we can sell them? Oh, furniture. Well, we can at least make some money out of it. Yeah, they don't want to do that. What about just 500? Nope. Alright, I think we're going to have to do this. Cultural language is common here, so by default I know 4 to 5 languages besides the lingua franca. 2 of them are foreign languages. Oh. Exactly. That's what I was talking about. And they all seem to have issues with the government, although all of them identified as Indonesian. That was never in question. Alright, let's do this. Now we can unpause it. And see what happens. Alright. So we're out of the defensive pact with France. So now it's really just army power projection. What about Great Britain? Oh yeah, can I get in on this? Oh, Austria's in this, and Russia's in this. Okay, hold on here. Wait, why can't I get Bessarabia? Oh. Okay, so we could possibly go to war here with Great Britain on our side. See, I would go for Bessarabia so that we don't end up getting a treaty with Austria. Once we get Bessarabia, then we could start working on improving relations with Russia because we don't need anything else from them. But first, could we get... So a 30% chance. But what if we... Can we sell them anything? 50% chance. Anything else you guys want? Steel. %65 chance. I'll say no tariffs on luxury furniture. And no, and no tariffs on oh, look at that. No, I know, ask for Transylvania. I mean, so here's, okay, we're gonna do this. I haven't asked for anything yet, but I am gonna get this alliance. Let's do it for 15 years. No, because once this war ends, we're gonna have a truce with... For information, the average salary here, the damn bot banned me because I did all caps accidentally. Anyway, ask for Liberate Transylvania. Well, first, I want to get this alliance here. All right. Yeah, see, Transylvania... Alright. Okay, so we now have an alliance with Great Britain. So now we can look at this. So, what do we want to ask for? I know. So getting Transylvania would be ideal. Because we could get lead into our country. So that would be the more valuable one. But the only state we have left to get from Russia is Bessarabia. If we can get Bessarabia in this war, we can then start getting good relations with them. Although now that I think about it, they're going to be a rival of Great Britain. I'm never going to be on that good of terms. The reason the U.S. is doing fine is because it's kind of too big to fail. If you let things as they are, they really can't get worse. They will never fall on Greek level, much less... I don't think a country can be too big to fail. In fact, I think throughout history we've seen countries fail when they get too big. All right, let's take a save here. Yeah, I think we will go for Transylvania because now that I think about it, oh, we haven't saved once yet. We're not going to be able to improve relations with Russia anyway if we're going to be allies with Great Britain. So I might as well go for the thing that's going to give me what I need. We have 220,000 peasants here, 190 there. Oh, northern Transylvania doesn't have the lead. So we want southern Transylvania. It's too bad, though, we can't say liberate Hungary and just make Austria less powerful for next time. But yeah. We need southern Transylvania. I think we're doing it. Liberate Transylvania? Yeah, but then you have to go through the whole unification thing. And I don't know, is that gonna... We've already completed the unification journal entry. Is it gonna pop up again with Transylvania? I mean, what's the difference? Why go through the liberate journal entry if we can just take it? Oh wait, they also passed a law where the military has the right to take over the civilian position and censorship. This just coup d'etat in silence. The president also a controversial figure. I mean, that's kind of what the U.S. is kind of teetering on right now. The president just took over one of the capital city. Plus you are getting 2 states, not 1 with 0 infamy. 2 states. You won't get northern Transylvania just because southern Transylvania is free. Oh, I see what you're saying, though. Hold on. Oh, I see. Liberate Transylvania. Oh, yeah. I don't know, though, if does the unification journal entry pop up again? Also, hold on, though. That journal entry won't work, because we'll need good relations with Austria. And we're not going to be able to have good relations with Austria after this war. So I don't think we'll be able to complete that journal entry after this. So I don't think that will work. But the U.S. military is neutral enough. The military is what you expect from Southeast Asia. The U.S. military is supposed to be neutral. I'm starting to worry about that. About individual people. The military is neutral, but the individual people within the military, all these military parades he's been doing and stuff like that, it worries me, to be honest. It didn't pop out for me, but I was able to puppet them when they had a civil war and annex them easily. Yeah, but Austria will always be at our throat about taking them. I also need the lead in southern Transylvania now. No, we're gonna, because eventually, no matter what, we're gonna have to go to war with Austria again anyway. We're gonna ask for southern Transylvania, because that journal entry won't work for us. We're not going to be able to keep good relations with Austria. Oh, we got plenty of time. We now have an alliance with Great Britain, so we've got plenty of time. There we go. Yeah. The parade is a protest since how reluctant military personnel are. Yeah. I agree, and I hope it stays that way. I'm worried. I'm a little worried. Alright, so let's take a look at... So we'll have about 48 there, that's good. So I think I'll set up the military now. But we're like 4 minutes away from the end of this episode, so we're probably going to be fighting this war first thing tonight. Alright, so we got 40, 60, 74. Alright, so let's promote this guy. You guys go on... Oh, we could do cautious advance with this guy. Yeah, we'll do that. These guys, so they're on 50, 100. Perfect. And then our National Guard, 51. Let's take a look at mobilization options. So we're good on tobacco. We're good on liquor. Sugar, not so much, though. How are we on wheat? Can we afford... Oh, damn. We're already on that. Okay, so we don't really have the sugar. We don't have the opium. Oh, well. Tobacco and liquor. Do we have the engines? Not exactly. Oh, but they could hire more. And how are we on groceries? Because we're going to need that. do it. Oh, canned meat, canned fish. Ooh, we're bad on meat, and we're bad on fish. That's very interesting. Are we using all of the options? I haven't looked at these guys in a little bit. So, these livestock ranches. And what about the fishing? Yeah. Don't quite have enough for that. Alright, so let's take a look at the food industries again. So really, these are the first things. We should probably build a little bit more of them. Let's start building those sooner rather than later. Alright, so I think mobilization options were good. Let's bump up those military wages. And are they happy? They are happy. Alright. I think we are ready for it. This is going to be a big one. All right, but unfortunately we are at time for the episode today. Oh, Sowerto, yeah. Oh my God, I almost forgot about that guy. All right, yeah. So that'll be it for today. Sorry, not it for today. That'll be it for this session. So we're going to continue this later tonight. So around 8:15 to 8:30, we'll start up again. And we'll do the next episode of this, where we're going to go directly into a war with Austria for southern Transylvania. Yeah, so thanks for hanging out, everybody. I hate to ending the stream will cut short the Indonesian politics convo here, but excellent time to plug the Discord. You can continue it over in the Discord. Oh yeah, don't forget to leave a like, guys. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, so thanks for watching, everybody. So that'll be it for now. So I'll be on again later tonight. We'll be doing the next episode of this where we're fighting the Austrians. So as always, Laplace, Maximilian, thanks for hanging out. Always appreciate it. And everybody else watching, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And as always, be awesome. I'll see you tonight.